going to show you how to make this delight today the way that actual bakeries in Germany do it. And you'll get a little bit of health and fiber in a cinnamon roll that's traditionally pretty, sugary, floury, and that's it. And the secret to this is one little German superstar called Zimt. Zimt, translated to English, is cinnamon. And the secret to German cinnamon rolls is that they actually use almond flour in the filling. Not only does it give it a rich marzipan type flavor, but it also gives you a little extra fiber. So let's create that traditional German cinnamon roll today and make your entire kitchen smell like a German Christmas market. Now the first part of making your traditional German cinnamon rolls is to make the dough. This is a traditional dough recipe using your standard flour, sugar, salt, yeast, milk, egg, and butter. You can see the full ingredient list in the description below. Now let's start by getting our yeast activated. Now the basis for our yeast starts with 3/4 of a cup of warm milk. So I like to just put this into a Pyrex container, stick it in the microwave for about 30 seconds so that my milk is warm. So stand by as we take it to the microwave. Now I have my warm milk from the microwave, and I want you to add a little packet, one of the sachets of yeast, into the milk. Now in Germany, we get these little blocks of yeast, so it's the same equivalent, it's just fresh. And if you're using this in Germany, you want to take a half a block of this fresh yeast, and then you simply put it into the warm milk, and then you're going to stir it up. Now in order to wake up this yeast, you want to add a tablespoon of sugar. I just use plain white sugar, so you add that to your warm milk mixture, and then you just start to let it all dissolve. And then what you're going to do is you're going to set this for about 5 to 10 minutes until you see bubbles starting to form, and that means that the yeast is activated and your dough starter is ready. This part smells so good. It makes your house smell like a German bakery. So while we wait on our yeast to bubble up for that 5 to 10 minutes, this is when I put into a bowl 3 cups of flour. So I've got the flour prepared here. Next, we're gonna get our salt. So make sure that when you get your ingredients together that your butter is unsalted. Otherwise, it'll be too much salt. You need a half a teaspoon of salt. So add that to your dry ingredients. And then you're gonna need a little under a 1/4 cup of sugar. So that means that you just take just under a 1/4 cup, a tablespoon less, because that tablespoon that you took out of this 1/4 cup was what you used to activate the dry yeast. So now with this, you just mix it around. You've got your salt, your sugar, and your flour. What I like to do next is to put a little well into the middle here, because we're gonna prepare our wet ingredients and slowly incorporate them. Now we're going to prepare the wet ingredient well. You need 4 tablespoons of melted butter. So I just sat that in the microwave for about 15 seconds. And then with that, I'm going to add 1 egg. Now I just crack this guy. Perfect. And then I whisk him around as part of my wet ingredient mixture. And then this is gonna go in the well of your flour, salt, and sugar base. Now keep in mind, we've got that yeast over there that's just starting to grow and grow in that warm milk and sugar mixture. So the yeast is activating and we're getting all of our wet ingredients ready to pour in the well. Now we're gonna take this wet ingredients and we're going to pour them into the well. So you can see this here, folks. Watch that go in. Oh, great. Perfect consistency. Now I'm gonna get the yeast mixture. Now this is where the magic happens. Take a look at that. It is all gelatinous and ready to go. So this is the fun part. So we're gonna take this mixture and we're gonna add slowly but surely that yeast into here, and we're gonna start to mix. Now this to me is the best part. You start to have all of those smells in the kitchen. It all starts to take shape. I like to start with just a traditional mixing method, nothing fancy. But then when we start to get it all incorporated, that's when the kneading begins. You can see I've got this nice mat out here. That's where I'm gonna knead the dough. Now you can smell your kitchen. Oh, it's just amazing. So keep on mixing here and keep adding your well of wet ingredients. All right, so we take part 2 here. I'm just gonna add it all in, honestly. And we're gonna keep on mixing. Now you can see as you're mixing that your ingredients are starting to get harder and harder to mix. That's when you're gonna have to start getting some good old-fashioned kneading in. Just can get a little messy, so be prepared. This is where the fun really happens and the dough starts to take shape. All right, so I'm gonna knead this now for 8 to 10 minutes. And then I'm gonna come back and show you what the outcome looks like. You're gonna like it. And I wish you could smell. I wish YouTube were scratch and sniff right now, because you would really like it. All right, so we've kneaded this guy and kneaded this guy, and finally he's ready. Now, I wanna be cautious and tell you not to skimp on this step, because this dough will eventually turn into something special. So here we are. That is the lump of dough. Now, in order to get this to rise quickly, I just cover this guy with a damp paper towel, and then I stick him in an oven at about 80 degrees Fahrenheit for an hour. Now it's time to make the filling. Now, the trick with this German cinnamon roll recipe is that the filling has almond flour. So that makes it like a marzipan texture, and it really does give you a little bit more fiber and gives it that extra German special cinnamon roll feel. So I'm gonna start with 4 tablespoons of butter, and then I'm going to add a ½ cup of dark brown sugar. Now, if your sugar is like mine and it's in one big block and you can't get it apart, I stick it in the microwave on a plate. In 30 seconds, it's soft again. And then you're gonna add 2 to 3 tablespoons of cinnamon. Now, I'm pretty liberal with this. I think it makes it. So you got your cinnamon in here, your brown sugar, your butter, and then your star ingredient is a ½ cup of almond flour. Like I said, I don't measure here, folks. I kind of just do it. So when you start to get this mixed up, you're gonna start to smell a taste of the German Christmas markets. It is fabulous. You can see that texture coming in here. That's gonna be your filling. Now you can add raisins to this as well. Raisins are like a Southern Germany, kind of Austria vibe. I like raisins myself. It does give a little bit more fiber and it gives a pop of goodness. So I'm gonna add in here some organic raisins, about 1/3 cup. And watch the filling magic begin. Then just get your hands in here. Oh, it's lovely. There's the filling, folks. Now when you're rolling out this dough, make sure that you get your rolling pin coated with flour, and then you just start to knead it out. This is gonna take some work. I would say about 8.5 by 11 inches, about the size of a sheet of paper, or about 1/4 inch thick with the dough. So you just wanna have it kneading here, and then just roll it out into a smooth, flat surface. Now, folks, we've got our dough. You can see it's not perfect, but it's just about right. Now we're gonna take our filling, and we're just gonna put it all on the dough. I like to just press it right in there. And it's fragrant and delicious. Just press it in as much as you can. It is a great workout, and it's gonna taste just delicious. The difference with this is that almond flour really gives it a richness. So it's not just like you're hitting cinnamon and butter. but you're hitting something more. And that something extra is also what makes your house smell like a German Christmas market. And it's that extra hearty goodness that only a German recipe could provide. So take a look at this. It's the log and it's starting to come delicious. It's the start of our cinnamon buns. Just make sure every nook and cranny is there, because trust me, if you miss one, somebody's gonna bite into it and they're gonna be missing a cinnamony almond delight. Now the best part of all is rolling this guy. So we're gonna start by just getting that edge. Now you can see mine is not perfect, but we're gonna start at the edge and we're gonna keep rolling, folks. And you're gonna see a true German cinnamon roll take shape. Now don't be worried if you don't have equal flour to every speck of cinnamon goodness. Just make sure you're rolling it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's part of the charm. And now we've got our cinnamon log. And this is when the funnest part begins. We're gonna take this guy and we're gonna cut it into cinnamon rolls. There's nothing fancy about this. You just wanna cut it as best as you can. I like to cut it kind of straight on so that you get a nice roll texture. Your first one might be a little messy, but your second one is just about perfect. You can see, folks, as you get closer to the middle, I like to do a diagonal cinnamon roll. You can really get a beautiful texture here. Look at that. It is a perfect cinnamon roll. So here are those German cinnamon rolls. They're ready to rise for its second time. I'm gonna put these guys in the oven on low temperature for about 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna bake them. Now I just got the cinnamon rolls out of the oven from rising, and here they are. You can tell that they have gotten a bit bigger, and now we're gonna put them in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius for 20 to 25 minutes. And watch the cinnamony Christmas market magic begin. The cinnamon rolls are done, folks. As you can see, the gorgeous texture, and the house smells just like a German bakery. And if you found this content useful, for more tips and tricks for a beautifully engineered life and a German cookie adventure coming soon, please subscribe.